I'm about to lose my brain stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put two dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Tamir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man will go nuts if he cash you. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations, I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
Touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations. America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine, you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans, and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine, you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans, and I got All right, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur TV show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your daily vitamin. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. All right, so let's get ready to get into it. Hello, Claudette, Sexy Ones in the house, Quincy Lola, Christopher, Pearly, Deronda, Miss Evie is in the house. All right, Queen Sam, I see you, beloved. So shout out to all my loyal royals. Hey, Anita. Okay, let's get those likes up. Please like and share. With that all been said, don't forget to, hey, Cherokee to Cinnadale. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr_A_Shakur, TikTok at Dr. A Shakur, and Twitter at DGoddess27. And as per usual, if you don't like what the Queen is cooking, you already know what to do. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's talk about Biden. Let's talk about Biden because the word on the streets is that they turned their backs on him at Morehouse. Now, mind you, I watched some of the commencement speech and I didn't see them turning their backs on him, but that's what they say. Now, of course, I didn't watch the whole thing because it was a little lengthy for my taste. But here's what they say, and I'll show some of the speech. Okay, they say, while President Joe Biden gave a commencement address and received an honorary degree from Morehouse College in Atlanta on Sunday, May the 19th, several students staged pro-Palestine protests, some turning their backs and others walking out. The students who protested cited the president's ongoing policy decisions in the Israel war on Gaza. Now, before Biden took the stage for his address, Morehouse valedictorian D'Angelo Fletcher gave a rousing speech calling for an immediate and permanent ceasefire in the Gaza Strip, and was met with applause from both the crowd and Biden, who also shook Fletcher's hand, saying, from the comfort of our homes, we watch an unprecedented number of civilians mourn the loss of men, women, and children, while calling for the release of all hostages. All right, now this is what Fletcher told Biden. Now, the audience also included Morehouse alumni vocally supporting Biden during the ceremony, giving the president a standing ovation. Please tell me why. Giving the president a standing ovation as he approached the stage, according to video taken from the event. Now, meanwhile, some graduates who wore keffiyeh scarves and Palestinian flags opted to turn their chairs away. Okay, they turned their chairs away from Biden during his speech. Other graduates walked out of the ceremony as a sign of protest. Now, though the Time notes that Biden's speech was largely uninterrupted, when he finished, attendees in the VIP section chanted, 4 more years. Okay, they have to be crazy. So Biden said, I support peaceful, nonviolent speech. Okay, your voices should be heard, and I promise you I hear them. He also said that he's working around the clock for an immediate ceasefire. Is that really what he's doing? Because I have questions. Young people across the college campuses have protested the war with demonstrations taking place nationwide. Pro-Palestine students are demanding their schools disclose and divest from companies with financial investments or economic connections to military companies connected to Israel. Okay, and so then they have people riding past honking horns and all of that. I'm going to share my screen so you all can see this. But what do you all think about it? What are your thoughts on this? At the end of the day, I think Biden was just faking the funk and saying whatever he thought they wanted to hear. I don't believe anything Biden says. I really don't. Okay? I really don't, because he's been in support of all that mess since day one. Now he wants to talk about a ceasefire. Please miss me with it. All right, so there you have it. Now, with that all being said, I'm going to go to some of the commencement speech, just so you all can hear the load of BS that Biden was up there spewing. Please pay attention. Okay? I'm just going to play a couple of minutes because this is actually the full speech that nobody has time to watch, nor do we care to. Like stuff, everyone, please like and share. Greta said, I do not support bullies. I hope they keep protesting all around the world for Palestine. Okay, I don't blame you. I don't care for bullies either, beloved.
Whoa, don't scrape that in the trash. That's not cool.
What difference does it make?
Keeping food waste out of the landfill is better for Mother Earth.
You're telling me you can handle eggshells?
Hook me up.
What about vegetable peels?
I've got multi-grind technology, baby. When I see a chicken bone, I don't even blink.
Nothing grinds more types of food waste than the...
Uh-oh, sorry, beloveds. I accidentally clicked on the wrong thing. Hold on.
next generation of InSinkErator garbage disposals.
How about a little something for dessert?
Can I offer you some cheesecake?
You and me are going to get along just fine.
InSinkErator. Kitchen better.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. President Thomas, faculty, staff, alumni, and a special thanks. I'll ask all the folks who helped you get here, your mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers, all those who got you here, all the way in the back. Please, parents, grandparents, all will help. Stand up because we owe you a debt of gratitude. To all the families. That is not hyperbole. A lot of you, like my family, had to make significant sacrifices to get your kids to school. It mattered. It's mattered a lot. And the friends of Morehouse and the Morehouse men of class of 2024, I got more Morehouse men in the White House telling me what to do than I know what to do. You all think I'm kidding, don't you? You know I'm not. And it's the best thing that's happened to me. Scripture says, the prayers of a righteous man availeth much. In Augusta, Georgia, a righteous man, once enslaved, set foot for freedom. The story goes, he feared no evil. He walked through the valley of the shadow of death on his way north to free soil in Philadelphia. A Baptist minister, he walked with faith in his soul, power in the steps of his feet to glory. But after the Union won the war, he knew his prayers availed him freedom that was not his alone. And so this righteous man, Richard Coulter, returned home, his feet weary, his spirit in no ways tired. 157 years ago, you all know the story, but the rest of the world doesn't and should. In the basement of a Baptist church in Augusta, he and two other ministers, William Jefferson White and Edmund Turney, planted the seeds of something revolutionary. And it was at the time. A school to help formerly enslaved men enter the ministry, where education would be the great equalizer from slavery to freedom, an institution of higher learning that would become Morehouse College. I don't know any other college in America that has that tradition, that consequence. So the class of 2024, you join, as you know, a sacred tradition. And education makes you free, and Morehouse education makes you fearless. I mean it. Visionary, exceptional. Congratulations. You are Morehouse men. God love you. And again, I thank your families and your friends who helped you get here.
You all are something else. Those comments. You all are terrible. Oh my goodness, I absolutely cannot. Debbie said, I think I dozed off already. Jeez. They done turned their chairs around and started a space game. From slavery to freedom, what is he talking about? Where's Hunter's laptop? You are awful. But let me continue. Okay? So now let's talk about this Boeing whistleblower who's now fearing for his life after the passing of two of his colleagues. Now, you all remember back in March, I believe it was, when I reported on a whistleblower who lost his life, and they claimed that it was self-inflicted, but many people don't believe that, okay, because we know how that goes. When you start talking about certain companies and these corporations with all these big dollars and all of that, who are in fact backed by the government in many cases. And so then there was another whistleblower who lost his life, sadly, in April. Now, they say that he had a sudden disease or something like that. I just wonder how he got that disease, okay? Please pay attention. And now this other man is concerned for his own safety. Okay, those are the former two, Joshua E. Dean. Okay, they have passed away. Joshua died just last month. All right, so at the end of the day, now we have another person who is in fear of his safety, as he should be. As he should be. He says he's not afraid, but he just knows to keep his eyes open. And so let's talk about it. Boeing whistleblower fears for safety after colleagues' sudden deaths. I'm always looking to make sure nobody's following me. Okay, this is an exclusive report from Independent. Now, the newest Spirit Aero Systems whistleblower has dismissed conspiracy theories about two other whistleblowers who died shortly after coming forward with claims of safety issues at Boeing suppliers, but admitted that he's remaining vigilant about his own safety. Santiago Paredes, age 40, exclusively spoke to the Independent just before he attended the celebration of life for his former co-worker and friend and fellow whistleblower, Joshua Dean, who died April the 30th at the age of 45, battling a sudden illness. Dean's death comes weeks after another Boeing whistleblower, John Barnett, died by self-infliction back in March. Now, when asked about wildfire rumors regarding whether something nefarious happened to the men after speaking out, Paredes said, I don't think so. But you know, I'm always looking behind my mirror to make sure nobody's car is following me. I'm not saying that I'm scared, but at the same time, I can't put a blind eye to the reality of what it could be. I have to prepare myself for that. Now, here's the thing. I want y'all to pay attention. Now, what he's doing is what I like to call double talk. Okay? What he's doing is what I call double talk. Now, he says in one breath that he doesn't think that anything nefarious happened to his former colleagues, but then he says he's always watching over his shoulder. Why would you have to watch over your shoulder if you didn't think anything happened to them? Why would you have to be concerned for your safety if you didn't think anything happened to them? That man knows something happened to them. Okay, I want you all to pay attention. That man knows that something happened to them, and that's why he's looking over his shoulder. And I would be too. Okay? Greta says total CIA and government sanctioned deletions. I absolutely believe it. Greta said double talk, read between the lines. Exactly. Okay? Exactly. Now, he has, I'm sure, his own reasons for why he's not just coming out and saying it, but clearly he's concerned. Now, Paredes spent more than a decade as an inspector and team leader at Boeing supplier Spirit Aero Systems before leaving in 2022 after repeatedly issuing warnings to superiors about quality control failings, which at one point resulted in his demotion. Now, Spirit Aero Systems, not to be confused with Spirit Airlines, manufactures plane components, including fuselages and wing parts, and Boeing is its largest customer. Now, the safety of Boeing's 737 MAX 9 planes came under scrutiny after a door plug blew off in mid-air during an Alaska Airlines flight back in January. You all remember that? The FAA grounded all 171 MAX 9 jets and instigated an investigation. Now, multiple whistleblowers came forward to reveal their concerns, experiences as well at Boeing and its manufacturing supplier, Spirit Aerosystems. Now, Paredes had been friendly with Dean, an auditor who contacted him last year and asked him to help with a shareholder lawsuit. Paredes agreed to participate anonymously, but went public with his claims earlier this month after Dean's death. Now, I want y'all to pay attention. So he spoke anonymously, okay? But then when his friend passed away, then he came forward. So, of course, he knows or thinks that something nefarious happened to this man. Okay, he revealed that he'd been encouraged to play down any defects that he found when inspecting plane fuselages. He says, I'm picking up the mantle of where he left off, and I have to carry on and see it through. Yeah, he needs to watch his back real good. Both men were represented by attorney Brian Knowles, who also represented Boeing whistleblower John Barnett, who was found dead, and they claimed that he did it by himself in March. So anyway, prayers to the families of the deceased victims, because this is absolutely egregious how they just take out whistleblowers simply for telling the truth. Because in a country known as the United States, they place value over money, profit, revenue, rather than the safety and lives of their own citizens. This is what they do. And I blame the government because they allow these companies and corporations to do these things, okay, without any consequences most of the time. This is what they do. Now, a married father who now lives and works in Lawrence, Kansas, Paredes said that he's been praying about the situation and is bolstered by the support and prayers of his family. His mother has been particularly concerned. He says, my mom has been scared. Now, this is what he said on Thursday, just as news broke that up to 450 Aerosystems employees in Wichita would be laid off. I've been like, nothing's going to happen. I'm going to be all right. This is something I've got to do. Somebody's got to do it. Now, Paredes said that he's also been buoyed by the outpouring of support from former coworkers and others within the industry, many of whom expressed their own fears and stories of quality failings. He says, it gives me hope. I'm very happy for the support I've received. I was ready for people to try to discredit me, to say bad things about me, but I wasn't too worried about much because I know that I've impacted a lot of people that work there, and I've encouraged a lot of people that work there. He said that he was hoping the efforts from Barnett, Dean, and himself and other whistleblowers will prompt change and safety enhancements. I mean, people shouldn't even have to go through all of this just to be safe on a plane. Let me tell you all something. From now on, when I fly, I can trust and believe. I'm going to want to know and do my own research to find out where those parts came from. Because if they came from Spirit Aerosystems, yeah, I won't be flying there is all I'm saying. I definitely won't be getting on any boats anytime soon. All right, unless I'm trying to catch a flight to the spiritual realm. All right, that's the only case. And I do not, under any circumstances, ride Spirit Airlines. Now, once in the chat, if you have ever ridden on Spirit Airlines. Has anyone ever ridden on Spirit? Once in the chat. So he goes on to say, what I hope happens next is they're just honest. This is what he said of his former employers. Look, the first step to making something better is admitting every mistake. Once you admit everything that you've done and you can put a highlight on where the things that are wrong and that you are wrong, you can actually change it. But right now, you're so busy trying to hide that you cannot correct it, because if you correct it, then it's going to highlight that you were actually wrong. Absolutely. And they'll lose money. They will lose money. So with that all being said, most of y'all, many people putting words. Let me tell you all something, honey. I caught a Spirit flight once. This was back in 2011. I caught a Spirit flight once, and let me tell you, when I was on that plane, I was praying for life. Okay? I was praying. The flight, I'm serious, I'm not even joking or trying to be funny, but the plane almost crashed, is all I'm saying. It came very close to crashing. It came very close to, in fact, crashing. You see, there was a storm. And so the pilots had to, I forget what's the word I'm looking for. Nonetheless, he had to take another route, okay? And I don't know if he got disoriented. I don't know exactly what happens. But that plane, it was a whole lot more going on than mere turbulence. Everybody on the plane was screaming, scared, frightened, praying. We were all just fearful. When that plane finally landed safely, everybody was clapping and applauding, okay? Everybody was clapping and applauding. Pearl said, thanks to the Most High Queen. Exactly. Let me tell you something. I had my son on there who didn't want to go in the first place, not on the flight. He was like, can't we just drive? He was like, I got a bad feeling. I don't want to go on that flight. And I was like, no, we're going to take a plane. I don't want to drive 8 hours. But yeah. And all I was thinking was, Lord, please don't let this plane crash. And my child told me he didn't want to go on this flight. He told me he felt like something bad was going to happen. And, you know, he's very intuitive like I am. And in that case, he was more intuitive than I, in fact, was. Okay. And so thank God for small favors, because actually big favors. Because, honey, that could have been a whole disaster. Please pay attention. And speaking of flights, I want you all to see this video where this lady gets into this nonsensical, idiotic argument on a plane. Now, I don't know what she, in fact, did that warranted them asking her to get off the flight. But if you ask me, she should have just gotten her behind off, okay? She should have just gotten her behind off. Pensacola said, I only fly Spirit and I don't fly often. Okay. Did you see that Singapore flight dive 6,000 feet, caused the death of a passenger today? I didn't see that, Outreach. I didn't see that, beloved. Okay. Wow. So I'm going to share this. I want you all to see this. This is also nefarious. I would have been so annoyed with this lady. Just get off the plane. Why are you trying to make everybody else have to, get off the flight? Everybody else had to disboard just because of her foolishness. No one could talk sense to her. She just kept talking about her problems and what she had to do. And trust me, nobody cared. Nobody cared. Okay, can you all see that? Now listen to this foolishness.
We already agreed.
Yeah, she talking to me. What is the problem? Because she don't want to tell us her name. Okay, well, you want to tell me to cut my music down so I can a problem? What's the problem? We ain't got no problem with that. We understand we got to help people get off the plane and help Betty White if something happens. What's the problem? We agree. You wasting your breath. They gonna take this plane off the ground. That's my damn face. Did you ask her to agree? You ain't doing your job. No nonsense going on. You want to get out of my face is what you need to do, Betty. You ain't got to worry about two damn things. Yeah. Girl. Relate? No. That lady came and asked us. We got witnesses. We all agreed. Didn't nobody tell
the flight attendant over
Yeah, because we all agreed, and everybody can witness that. And my grandson is getting off out of school, and his mama took a flight to Mexico, and I'm not getting.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the couple passengers that we're asking to please be removed.
No, my grandson is 4 years old, and he's getting out of school.
It really was.
No, we all agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be underway here shortly. We've got to take care of this issue here at law enforcement. Will be arriving.
Really, your flight
attendant disagree with her.
Accident, so,
she is lying.
Please,
I'm gonna ask you one more time, nice to get off the flight. We're gonna be board the plane and next week.
Well, I'm calling my attorney because we didn't do anything wrong. The lady asked us to agree, and we did. We got a whole staff. We got a whole crew.
But we'll talk about it outside.
What are we getting divorced? My grandson is in Texas getting out of school.
That's fine, ma'am. I understand everything, but we'll have to step outside the aircraft and talk about it.
Sir, no, that's not legal. I'm getting my attorney on the phone. I'm not.
You're inconveniencing every other
I'm not getting off my grandson is in Texas getting out of school. quiet. The room. We are quiet. Everybody, can I disagree to her? Everybody around me. But I mean, I got a grandson that's been out of school for 4 That's my grandson. You have to put the plane. You can't get there regardless, and these are we if you don't get off.
That's why we're canceling. If you're not going to get paid, you don't.
I am not. I'm asking you.
Getting off the plane, you know, we're either all getting off with you or you're getting off by yourself.
You heard something? We done paid enough to see that. Everybody get off.
In handcuffs? They got Rosa Parks in handcuffs?
They do.
Rosa, look at him. He's gonna fuck the whole fight up. Look at him. He's a dumb ass off the fight. She got everybody out the fight because of her dumb ass. All game. Rosa Parks got a little bit of bread. She thought he's good. Yeah. That's a long way from the bus. Yeah, look at him.
And her shirt say God on it. She could have so bad. She made
I ain't gonna let you walk over for a long time. Look at that. They got a bazooka or something. Damn. That's crazy. They said what happened to her. She wouldn't give up her seat.
Like you're an adult. Yeah, she's talking to me.
Okay, that was just loud and ghetto for me. I mean, she was really doing the most, okay? You all forgive me. I was distracted because breaking news just came in about Diddy, and I'm changing my title. Hold on, we're about to get into it, honey. Diddy has another lawsuit. Please pay attention for assault and giving somebody those illegal substances, okay? This is all nefarious. Hold on. Thank you, Desmond, for sending me that, beloved. Hold on, I'm almost done. All right, hold on. All right, so let's get into it. Diddy, you just can't stay out of trouble. Now, you see, maybe he should have kept his mouth shut. Maybe Diddy should have come out and issued that fake, bogus, nonsensical, and completely, nefarious and disingenuous apology. So let's talk about it because here's the word on the streets. Now, it says a model by the name of Crystal McKinney. Let me see if I can pull up her picture real quick. Lord Diddy, you in trouble. Let's see here. Uh-oh, Diddy. Yeah, Diddy's in big trouble because this lady does not look like me, is all I'm saying. Diddy sued by former model, accusing him of giving her illegal substances and assaulting her. And here she is right here. Please pay attention. Diddy, you are going down, honey, for the counts. Look at this, y'all. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? That's who's suing him. Please pay attention. Now, here's what she says. Diddy is facing yet another lawsuit filed by a former model who claims the disgraced mogul enticed her with promises of career advancement. But she claims his plan was far more sinister. Okay, now, Crystal McKinney claims in the suit obtained by TMZ that in 2003, when she was 22 years old, she was invited to a men's fashion week event at Cipriani downtown in New York City. She met Combs at the event and he invited her back to his studio. She says shortly after their arrival, Combs and several other colleagues were drinking Hennessy and passing around joints. She took a hit, which she said was very powerful, and felt as if she was floating. She claims the joint had to have been, it had been laced with a narcotic or some other illegal substance. Now, Crystal says Combs then demanded she follow him to the bathroom. What is it about him in the bathroom? Do you all notice that many of these accusations pertain to him taking people in the bathroom? Did you all catch that? Did you all catch that? The girl from Detroit, who was 17 at the time, says that when they took her to daddy's house, that things were done to her in the bathroom. Now, so goes on to say that he told her to follow him into the bathroom, where he forced himself on her, began kissing her, and shoved her head down to his crotch before demanding that she put lips on the cucumber, for lack of a better way to say it. Now, she said that she refused, but Combs then pushed her head down and forced her to do it. She started walking away, but then felt woozy and lost consciousness. She says the next thing she knew, she woke up in a taxi and realized she had been assaulted. It's unclear from the lawsuit if she's referring to the alleged forced fellatio or another act that might have occurred while she was unconscious. She claims that she was subsequently blackballed from the modeling industry, got severely depressed, and tried to end her life in 2004. That's like a year later. Now, Crystal says upon seeing news of the lawsuits filed by Cassie and others, she knew that she had a moral obligation to speak up. Honey, this is all crazy. Diddy, I'm sorry. This is all nefarious. I want you all to pay attention. You all heard that? And as if not to make things even worse for Diddy, Misa Hilton has all but admitted that Diddy beat her behind too. So let's get into that. Now, I was going to save the best for last, but now since the breaking news, let's just go ahead and finish him off. Misa Hilton, mom of Sean Diddy Combs, of his firstborn son, says video showing assault on Cassie has triggered my own trauma. So goes on to say that she saw the video footage of what Diddy did to Cassie in 2016. She says, I'm heartbroken that Cassie must relive the horror of her abuse, and my heart goes out to her. This is what she posted on Instagram, saying, I know exactly how she feels, and through my empathy, it has triggered my own trauma. Now, Hilton dated Combs in the early 1900s, in the early 1990s. Justin Combs is her only child. Now, in her post, Hilton made reference to her son and Combs' other children, writing that these young people were raised by women that want the best for them. We put God and education first and have always been united in our mutual effort to support their dreams. Making an apparent reference to Combs' children with the late Kim Porter. Hilton then added, 2 of the youngest do not have their mother here, and it has been our duty to support them. Their father needs help, and I am praying that he truly He needs help, and I am praying that he truly does the personal work and receives it. Well, according to him, he already did the work. Diddy said he got counseling and he went to rehab. Isn't that what he said? He said he already did the work. Now, right? Well, of course, we believe. Most of us have to believe that he's just not telling the truth. Okay? And I think that the reason he said that was to make an excuse for himself, basically to try to act like he had an addiction, and that's the reason he acted so crazy. So anyway, it goes on to say, on Friday, CNN released exclusive footage of the attack, first referenced in a November 2023 lawsuit that Ventura brought up against the rap mogul, whom she dated off and on from 2007 to 2018. Now, in the complaint that was settled within a day of its filing, Ventura alleged Combs raped her in 2018 and subjected her to years of repeated physical and other abuses over the course of their relationship. And he apologized Sunday. An attorney for Ventura criticized his response. So let me tell y'all something. It's all going bad for him real quick. I just want you all to pay attention. Now, first and foremost, Diddy has been called out by the mother of his oldest child today after that video came out. But see, I knew that video was going to have other people coming forward. I knew it because, see, now here's the thing. Some people may not have come forward out of fear that they wouldn't be believed. Now that everybody's seen that video, all of these victims who haven't said anything are going to be coming forward because they know now that people, of course, are going to believe them because we've seen the level of depravity and violence that he has no problem inflicting on someone, and even in public. Okay? Even in public. So only imagine the horrors of what he does in the dark. All right? What he does in the dark. Now, with that all been said, let's go to the video where Gene Deal was talking about Diddy and what he allegedly did to Misa. Now, I'm going to put an overlay on the screen. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. I'm going to put an overlay on the screen, and then we're going to get into it. Hold on, beloveds. Hold on just a second. Let me send this to my email real quick. Okay, there we go. This is all so bad for Diddy. I wonder what he's doing now. Let me tell you all something. At the end of the day, Diddy needs to be on one of those watches, okay? They need to be watching him real close, because knowing Diddy, he'd much rather take the easy way out, because he is such a narcissist that he couldn't bear the thought of everybody looking at him and seeing the truth of who he really is behind closed doors, okay? I'm pretty sure that he could not handle that. And let's not forget, like I keep telling you all, what he was planning to do when he was facing charges for that incident that happened, hold on, back in the 90s with that City College thing. Okay, I sent it to the wrong email. That's why it's taking me a second. Here we go. Desmond, I'm so glad you saw that before I got live. I'm so glad you saw that before I got off the live, because I sure wouldn't want to come back on here after all this work I've been doing today. All right, and thanks to all of you who support the channel and show your appreciation by sending your cash apps and super chats. I appreciate you. All right, and so with that all being said, let me put my overlay on the screen so we can go ahead and get this started. Okay, here we go.
You know, young, drop dead gorgeous. She was trying to make her way into business, doing fashion, and she was a stylist. And I don't know the semantics of it, but Eric Sermon I think he dropped her off at one time. You know what I mean? He dropped her off, and I think either Puff heard about it or seen it. And whatever he was, he put hands on her. She, to the point where is that nobody was helping her. Now, this is a story that was told to me, bro, by somebody who was there. You know what I'm saying? And they said he put hands on her. Misa was running from him so hard, trying to get away from him, she tried to crawl up under a car. You know, Puffy was, you know, Misa was like I said, she was a talented, beautiful girl, bruh. And if Puff didn't get his way, you know what I'm saying? He always did that play fighting stuff. You know, he always he started off like he play fighting with somebody. You understand? And then as soon as the girl tell him to stop, or whatever like that, then she hits him hard. That's when it started going on. And like, I can't really say that per se, you could hear stuff and you could know stuff, you know, because he'll come running out the room sometime, laughing and joking and stuff, and they chase him out the room, then they go back in the room, and then you hear stuff. But to witness it per se, I'm never going to witness a man being violent or doing anything to another woman and not interject and stop it. I don't care what you paying me. I don't care who you are. I don't care what I'm doing. I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to risk my livelihood for you being an asshole. So, no, you're not going to do it in front of me. Not like that. Not to that degree. Not to that degree.
And it's always been this rumor that he started messing with Misa when she was underage. Is there any truth to that?
I think Misa was 17. And in the state of New York, I think 17 is legal. So I think she was 17. Or she could have been 16, but she didn't have Justin until she was of age. So it was rumors, like you said, that she was younger, but then he didn't get her pregnant, I don't think, until she got old enough she was of age. Y'all call it grooming now. But he was young too.
Speaking of Misa, what was the situation between her and Suge that had Diddy mad?
Oh my God. My man. I think we were looking for Kim. Were we looking for Kim? We had just left Jennifer Lopez, and then we was looking for Kim because Kim wasn't home. And this MF Wolf brings this, I think it's some kind of magazine or press guide of Death Row. And Suge Knight was in a picture with Misa, and he was hugging her while she was holding Justin, Puff's first son. Now, Misa was out there with Mary, and they was doing some kind of work out there. I guess she was doing some styling for Death Row, or that was a ploy by Suge Knight to get her out there to make Puff mad, because Puff really wasn't taken care of at the time. You understand? You know, he wasn't getting her enough child support. He wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. And Misa it was crazy for her. So she had to get out and make money on her own. You know what I'm saying? And this is because I used to bodyguard Misa too. So this is what she had said to me about he not doing right by her for the child support. Like he was doing, you know, giving Kim, paying for Kim apartment, lacing Kim and everything and stuff like that. So now the caption on the photo said, what the East Coast won't take care of, the West Coast will. Yo, this nigga got a vein in his head from the front all the way to the back, and he was on fire. I mean, I'm glad Misa and him wasn't messing around at the time, because had they been, he'd probably be in jail right now. That's how mad he was. That's how mad he was with that thing. And Wolf was egging him on, laughing and joking. How you gonna be mad at her? But I guess because his son was out there with him, and his son was right next to his friend, used to be friend, now enemy.
Showing up on the first page of Google might not be the best for everyone. but for business owners it is. Take My Vintage's online store.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. I was multitasking. All right. So you all heard that? Chased her until she ran up under a car. If someone, I want you all to pay attention, because if someone is running and they attempt to hide under a car, that means they're running for their life. Okay? They're afraid for their life. This is all so sad. End of the day. Diddy is clearly a devil. Okay? He is absolutely the devil himself. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. Diddy is the devil. Anyway, this is all egregious. Okay, I'm changing this thumbnail real quick, people. Hold on just a second, and we'll get right back into the next story. Let me tell you all something. Here's the thing, too. You know, some people feel like Diddy could actually have been charged for that assault that took place at the hotel with Cassie. Okay, now we know, excuse me, as I've said earlier, previously, that the statute of limitations has run out. But at the end of the day, there are other things they could have charged him with that would have had a longer statute of limitations. Okay? And there are some things that could have made it a whole lot more serious. So they could definitely have sued him. Arrested him and charged him. But he's going down regardless. At the end of the day, Diddy's going to be arrested soon. Okay? It's coming down the pike. It's coming down the pike at the end of the day. This man is clearly a devil. And then, you know, the fact is, these people that have been constantly making excuses for him, let me tell you all something. I knew that seeing the video footage, that wasn't going to deter many of them because they know he did it. I just want you all to pay attention. They're not defending him because they think that the witnesses, the accusers are lying. They know it's true. Many of them were right there when these things happened. They literally saw it. Many of them knew about it, and they said nothing. But many of these people are not going to say anything because they don't know what all Diddy has on them. Because now they know that he's been, hiding tapes, recording people. And some of them just don't want to get involved. And some of them just don't want to have Diddy on their bad side, just in case he doesn't go to prison. Okay? They know that Diddy has been around many of people that have just fallen off the face of the earth, turned up, being 6 feet under. They know this. So some of them have just been caping for him for those reasons. And then some people are just fools. Okay, some of them probably engage in the same types of behavior, and some people are just stupid because Diddy was a billionaire, a mogul, and all of that. They're engaging in celebrity worship, and that's why a lot of people don't want to believe it. They want to tell us, they want to try to shame us who are going in on him, talking about, oh, he's trying to bring another black man down. Please miss me with it. That black man brought down many people who look like him. What about all the artists whose publishings he stole? What about all the money he kept them from? What about all of the things that he did that was low down and dirty? And what about all of these different people who've come out and accused him of things, not just recently, but for decades have been accusing him of things? What about that? What about that? Tomorrow, we're going to get into some real juicy stuff about Diddy. Okay? We're going to get to some real juicy stuff about Diddy on the main channel. So please pay attention. Now, with that all being said, let's continue because this is all egregious. This is all egregious. Oh, and here's another thing about Diddy. So there's a company called Peloton. Peloton. I hope I'm saying that right. Let me see how you say that. I think it's Peloton. Now, they cut ties with Diddy after witnessing the assault video. Okay, they banned the use of the rapper's music. All right, this came out today. So hold on. Let me pull this up. This is all crazy. Also, there's a video of Diddy right here. Hold on. I don't know what they're saying on this video. Hold on. I'm going to have to show that too. New York-based exercise equipment and media company Peloton has severed ties with the hip-hop star Sean Diddy Combs following the gruesome video that captured him physically assaulting his ex-girlfriend Cassandra Ventura. Now, Diddy subsequently released an apology video for his actions, claiming that he takes all full responsibility and was truly sorry. However, the disturbing video has drawn different reactions from other A-list celebrities who have slammed him for how he treated Cassie. In the aftermath of the viral 2016 surveillance video that saw the bad boy and the Bad Boy for Life crooner stomping, kicking, and dragging his ex-girlfriend, the company has temporarily banned Diddy's music and its Bad Boy Entertainment series from its program. Well, they should have been done that. I don't know what they were waiting on. Now, the fitness company revealed it was cutting ties with Diddy in a statement shared on a private member's Facebook page after a concerned user suggested that the company's next purge needs to be of all Diddy classes. They say, we take this issue very seriously and can confirm that Peloton has paused the use of Combs' music, as well as removed the Bad Boy Entertainment Artist series on our platform. Now, the company added that this means our instructors are no longer using his music in any newly produced classes. Again, thank you for sharing your concerns, and thank you for being a member of the Peloton family. Okay, so with that all being said, now the statement comes 3 days after the 2016 surveillance footage. Okay, so now there's a video here. It says Diddy slammed by his ex-girlfriend's legal team over his apology for beating the singer. Okay, so I'm going to play this, but I'm going to put an overlay up. Likes up, everyone, please like and share because I don't want any problems with ScrewTube. It's just one thing after another for Diddy. I told you all he made it worse. I told you all he made it worse for himself. He should have kept his big mouth shut. But being the narcissist that he is, being as arrogant as he can be, well, he didn't think he was doing anything wrong. He thought everybody was going to be fooled. The hell? Hold on, beloveds. Okay, so with that all being said, I'm going to share that without the volume, okay, because I don't know if that song is licensed or not. I don't know if that was licensed or not, so I'm just going to share this. You all can read what it says on the screen. Sean Diddy Combs has been slammed by his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura's legal team over his apology for beating the singer. The rapper turned business mogul said on Sunday that he was truly sorry for the incident 2 days after the video was released by CNN showing him launching a brutal attack on Cassie. Combs didn't mention Cassie directly by name in his apology video, which was released on Instagram, and used it to say it was hard for him to talk about. Combs' most recent statement is more about himself than many people that he has hurt. That's what Cassie's lawyer said, that it was more about himself. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Now, when Cassie and multiple other women came forward, he denied everything and suggested that the victims were looking for a payday, that he was only was compelled to apologize once he reportedly saw that everybody knew what went on, basically. Okay, so anyway, here's the thing. I want you all to pay attention. Now, you know how we were all saying that, or some of us were saying, that he didn't even say Cassie's name when he gave that apology? That's because he can't say her name. That's because he can't say her name. After that agreement that they made, you know, once he settled with her, neither of them are allowed to say the other's name in public ever again. Okay, so that's what that is. They signed an NDA to where they're not going to talk about each other, publicly mention each other's names. So that's the reason he didn't say Cassie's name. Okay, Rick says, I don't think Diddy will make it to a cell. No day room for him. Okay, sadly, if he does, I don't think he'll be in there long, beloved. This is all crazy. Diddy is going to be cooking burgers at Burger King soon. Hopefully he'll be cooking them from a cell. All right? That's right. I'd like to see him cooking. This is all crazy. So anyway, with that all being said, let me continue. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. I mean, the day has been full of surprises. First, the baby mom, Misa Hilton, came out and said that seeing the video footage of Cassie and what he did to her made her relive her trauma, saying that he needs to get help and that she's praying for him. And then this company has now said they're no longer going to use his music, and now hit with another lawsuit just days after that video footage was leaked. And here's the thing. I told you all on the previous broadcast that I believe that Cassie's attorneys leaked that footage. This case will be historic. Absolutely. Okay, Claudette said a day of reckoning. At the end of the day, I think that maybe Cassie's attorneys leaked that footage because they're saying now that Cassie also had a copy of it. Now, I don't know how true that is, but if she did, I definitely think that it would have been her legal team rather than the feds giving that to CNN. And that, like I said, the reason I would feel they would do that is to make Cassie a more credible witness, because for the people who didn't believe her, what can they say after witnessing that themselves? You cannot unsee that, okay? You cannot unsee that. It's just like when you go into a courtroom and then someone says something in front of the jurors that could be problematic, that could prejudice the jurors against the defendant, and then they say, Your Honor, move to strike that comment from the record. Well, they can strike it from the record, but if the jury's already heard it, they can now not unhear it, okay? So they expect them to just pretend they didn't hear it and not let that affect their mind and their decisions? Nah, that doesn't work. Okay, that doesn't work. Now, with that all being said, let's talk about this woman who was an SEX worker. I don't know why they don't call them prostitutes anymore, because that's what they are. Why are we saying SEX workers? Is that supposed to make it sound better? Like they have real jobs? I'm just curious. But anyway, this worker had more than 200 clients while knowing that she was HIV positive. They call it risky business. Let's put her face up on the screen. Let's put her face up on the screen. And everyone, please bow your heads for a moment of silence for her victims who thought they were getting what they got. That's her. That's her right there. Please pay attention. Now, I'm sorry. If you were paying for that, well, I mean, what do you expect is all I'm saying. Okay, who's paying for that? But anyway, I digress. Goes on to say an Ohio worker allegedly had contact with more than 200 clients despite knowing she was HIV positive. And state officials are warning anybody who engaged in risky business with her to come forward and get tested. Now, Linda Lacassie, age 30. Woo, she's 30? Wait a minute, I know darn well this woman is not 30. What? I know good and darn well she is not 30. That's what 30 looks like. And it looks like she doesn't have any teeth. Yeah. That just goes to show that being an S worker, you don't get any dental benefits, is all I'm saying. Now, it goes on to say that she had contact with at least 211 clients from multiple states in the 2 years since January of 2022, which is around when she took an HIV test and learned that she was positive for the potentially deadly virus. Now, Lacassie solicited most of those clients on Market Street, Marietta, a small city in southeast Ohio on the border of West Virginia. But the possibly infected people are believed to be spread across the East Coast. Y'all, this is all crazy. This is all crazy. Multiple states. That means there's a whole lot of depraved people out here, because I'm sorry, anybody paying her for anything like that is crazy. Now, they say this case could stem anywhere from Florida up to the East Coast, but there are local individuals that we will be reaching out to, according to the Washington County Sheriff's Office Chief Deputy Mark Warden, and he said this in a press conference last week. Police have begun calling through known clients of Lacassie's to alert them of the situation, and also are urging anyone else who may have had contact with her to reach out to authorities. Why? So they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that because that's illegal. Solicitation is illegal. Okay? So I doubt they're going to do that, even if it means their own safety. Maybe they'll go to the hospital and get tested, but of course they're not going to say anything about her or how they think they may have gotten it if it comes back positive. They're not in trouble. This is public health awareness. This is not a scam, says Warden. Now, anybody who may have been with her is asked to be brutally honest with officials. Marietta Belpre Health Department is a judgment-free zone with full confidentiality. Okay, this is what Barbara Bradley, Health Department Administrator, says, adding that relatives of Laketsi's clients and anybody who had sexual contact with them are also vulnerable to the risky business. Laketsi was arrested May 13th for soliciting sex on Market Street, after which police learned that she was HIV positive and had known so for more than 2 years. The next day, she was indicted for engaging in solicitation after a positive HIV test, which is a 3rd-degree felony. Oh, so sick. What do you all have to say about this? Skeletor fan said, was she born in 1872? Reggie said all her clients were potentially married men. Exactly. You know, that's the sad part, that you're probably right, beloved. Absolutely. Now let's talk about Iran's president, who's now deceased. Iran's president and foreign minister died in helicopter crash at moment of high tensions in Mid-East. So here's what they say. Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi and the country's foreign minister were found dead Monday, hours after their helicopter crashed in fog, leaving the Islamic Republic without 2 key leaders as extraordinary tensions gripped the wider Middle East. Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who has the final say in the Shiites' theocracy, quickly named a little-known vice president as caretaker and insisted the government was in control. But the deaths marked yet another blow to the country, beset by pressures at home and abroad. Iran has offered no cause for the crash, nor suggested sabotage that brought it down. And they say it fell into a mountainous terrain in a sudden intense fog. In Tehran, which is Iran's capital, businesses were open and children attended school on Monday. However, there was a noticeable presence of both uniformed and plainclothes security forces. Later in the day, hundreds of mourners crowded in downtown Vali al Square, holding posters of Raisi and waving Palestinian flags. Some men clutched prayer beads and were visibly crying. Women wearing black chadors, I hope I said that right, gathered together holding photos of the dead leaders. Well, they say we are shocked that we lost such a character that made Iran proud and humiliated the enemies. This is what Mohammed Beheshti, age 36, said. Now, the crash comes as the Israel-Hamas war roils the region. Iran-backed Hamas led the attack that started the conflict, and Hezbollah also supported the Tehran, which has fired rockets at Israel. Last month, Iran launched its own unprecedented drone and missile attack on Israel. Okay, they just had to throw that in. I just want y'all to pay attention. They had to throw that in, okay? Is that supposed to take away any empathy or sympathy that anyone felt for the fallen leaders? Of course it was. That's what it was all about. Please pay attention. Okay, now you all get ready for this. Please brace for impact, because this story is clearly egregious, okay? I want you all to pay attention. I want you all to pay attention. Now, this fool, this freak, this pervert who looks like me went to a trampoline park and sucked a kid's toe. Sucked a little boy's toe. And he got 10 years in prison for it, okay? Because he did some other things, too, that they found out about. So let's get into it. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. This is all crazy. You can't take your kids anywhere these days, unfortunately. Hold on. So here's what they say. A Georgia man, and he would have to be in Georgia. Georgia man who licked child's feet at trampoline park sentenced to 10 years in jail. So a former teacher's aide, because that's who he is. I want you all to pay attention. How many times do you all remember me telling you that these people who want to groom and do wicked, nefarious things to kids, They get jobs that put them in direct, proximity to people's children. There'll be teachers, camp counselors, there'll be little league coaches, there'll be daycare workers. This is what they do because they want to be around people's children, and they also want to be a person of authority around your children because that way it's easier for them to groom the children because the children have already been taught and told to do what they're told by their teachers. Listen to your coach. This is what parents tell your children, not even thinking that it's something nefarious going on. Okay, so please pay attention. This is all so crazy. Now, here's what they say. This is out of Augusta, Georgia. A former teacher's aide who licked a boy's feet in Georgia at a trampoline park will now spend the next 10 years in jail. Corey Rollins, age 26, was first indicted in January after police said that he asked a child to take his socks off, at a Richmond County urban fair. He was later accused of assaulting, 3 fourth-grade girls at the school where he worked, Glen Hill Elementary. Then on April 11th, he was indicted on 7 more counts of doing wicked things to children. On top of the sentence, the judge in the case also banned Rollins from Columbia County, and he must register as an S offender. This is all crazy. Let me put his picture up on the screen. Now, there was a clip that I saw on, I'm going to share his picture on the screen, but there was a clip that I saw on one of those vlog sites, and the mother was basically talking about how the child came home and told her that this man asked him to take off his shoes. Can you all see him? That's him. Look at him. Should be ashamed of himself. Hold on real quick, beloveds. Let me see if I can find that video of the mom. Told the little boy to take his shoes off. Oh, so nefarious. Okay, this is, let me see here. Hold on, beloveds. This is a TikTok. Hold on, let me see what they have on here. And here's the thing. They say that he was actually at the trampoline park with his family when he did this. At the trampoline park with his family, and this is what he did. Yeah, I find it all very interesting. This is all so sad, honey, for the child. Well, anyway, and also the mother says that sent that PDF file to prison. See how he likes his toes licked. Exactly, okay? This is all crazy. What is wrong with people? I mean, in a public setting, no less. He didn't even care. He did not even care. I just want you all to pay attention. Like I said, you cannot let your kids even go anywhere by themselves. That's what you can't do. Even in a crowded park, you have to be watching them. You can't, you just can't have your children roaming around because people are crazy out here. They'll do anything, especially these people like him. They don't care who's around. They're going to try to get it in. Unfortunately. So anyway, with that all being said, he got 10 years in prison, and then to come to find out that he did it to 3rd and 4th graders at the school where he taught. Now, just as sure as he got caught for doing it to those children, I'm willing to bet that he's done it to other children that he hasn't gotten caught for. Okay. Kikoba says, Queen, have you been experiencing any visions or vibrations of political unaliving attempts in America like Reagan or JFK? Thank you. Any visions or vibrations? No, beloved. The last time I did, let me just tell you something. The last time I did, it was about Trump. I had 2 dreams, and this was back in 2020, and then more recently in 2022, I believe it was, I had 2 dreams about Trump being taken out of here, deleted. Okay? I had dreams about Trump being deleted twice. So I think that's still going to happen because sometimes I get this information, you know, I have these premonitions years in advance. But that's what I dreamt. And I've said that on my live a few times. I told you all this before. I told you all back in 2020 when I first had that first dream. And then I had a second one. So anyway, this is just all crazy. I'm still thinking about this man looking at little boy's toe. This is all crazy. What is wrong with people? Anyway, I was trying to see if I could find that interview they did with the mom. But let me continue. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. Okay, so let's talk about it. I'm about to put this up on the screen. I want you all to see this this interaction between an officer of the law and a citizen in Kentucky. Okay? Now the officer, Karen, was going in on the woman, and apparently they knew each other. Okay? And so they just had this whole back and forth. So let me pull this up. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share.
Morgan Branch. I got my children in the car. You better back
I don't
the
care.
fuck.
You better back
my door up.
Don't tell me what
The
fucking
door.
do. I run this phone.
You better get out of my fucking face. My children are in the car.
Get out of the car.
I can't. This is a standard with no e-brake.
Well,
I ain't doing anything wrong. What the fuck is
out of
this?
the car.
You will not take my phone. This is a normal traffic violation, and you are in denial of rights under the color of law.
Put your finger in my
I am buckled. I am no threat to you. You will back the fuck up. Get your superintendent now. This is denial of rights under the color of law. My vehicle will drive off.
You're going to get out
Put
of
the
the car.
emergency brake on.
Ma'am, you will be.
Ma'am,
Get your lieutenant
put the
right
emergency
now.
brake on.
The emergency brakes don't
Stop
work. I
screaming.
said that 5 times.
Look at me.
Get your lieutenant now.
We don't have a lieutenant out.
My kids are in this car. There's no e-brake on it.
Quit acting like an idiot with them.
I'm not, and I am recording this entire interaction.
We are too.
I went and got my children fucking McDonald's.
Okay.
Okay.
Why are you screaming at us?
She's screaming at me. She came up nasty as hell.
Okay, I said, did you not see the lights? Is what I
And
said.
I pulled into
I have a
here.
body camera. You went
Good
in
for
here
you.
pretty recklessly with children in the car. You went
I am
in
not
pretty
reckless as
recklessly.
hell. No,
It was pretty
ma'am.
recklessly.
No,
Yes,
ma'am.
it
And
was.
this is
Yes,
a normal
ma'am, it
traffic
was.
stop. You are snotty, girl. This is a normal traffic stop. You are all. Yes.
12 minutes interaction is that you have this lovely state trooper, Christian Mitchell, from the Kentucky State Police, really acting really crazy on this lady, calling her the B word and all this stuff right in front of her kids. And I really do feel like if these other 2 officers weren't there, she might would have did something really bad to that lady. But on top of that, bro, they really just bullying on this lady for no reason at all. And I ain't saying, man, I'll never go to Kentucky.
Yes.
Have you
Yes.
provided your driver's license?
I provided my
Did you
social,
get her?
absolutely. I have
Somebody-
registration. This
okay.
is a normal traffic stop, and you are in violation, denial of rights under the color of law, in which I will prosecute in your agency. Yes, ma'am, I will. Don't think my fucking family ain't lawyers.
Stop cussing, please.
No, ma'am. No,
I'm
sir.
not a man.
I am not. You all are out of control. Absolutely out of control. This is a normal traffic stop. Please get my stuff. Write me my ticket for my false
Will
entry.
you shut up, tell me what to quit doing, all right? Because I'm getting pissed off. You don't want me to get pissed
My
off, all right? So
children
I
are-
need your
my
name, and I need
children
your
are
date of
fine.
birth, and I need it right fucking now.
Morgan Branch, 11/9/1999.
What's your
Please
middle
shut my
initial?
door. Paige. Shut my door.
Have
You
you
have
been
woken
drinking
up
or
my
smoking or
children.
anything like that?
No.
What's your date of birth again?
If y'all want to see the full interaction, it's on my YouTube page, linked in my bio. Go check it out, man.
And that was all ghetto. That was that was all so ghetto. Ain't that your home state, Queen? How nefarious. I like your nerve, Reggie. I like your nerve. Georgia is my home state. But yes, I did grow up there in Kentucky. This is all so ghetto. So why I said a bunch of uneducated. But let me tell you all something, though. They were arguing with her like she was somebody in their family, like they're arguing at dinner, okay? But what they didn't do is put her under arrest or brutalize her, okay? Like they would have done somebody that looks like me. I just want you all to pay attention. Now, that was the female Karen for the day, but let's talk about this male Karen who saw some protesters for Palestine and then tried to fake an Oscar-worthy performance, mind you, as if they did something to him.
15,000 children slaughtered. 15,000 children slaughtered. Stop the killing, stop the slaughter. Free, free Palestine.
You're just a white man.
Free, free Palestine. From the river to the sea.
Leave me alone. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt
Palestine
me.
will be free.
Leave me alone. No, don't hurt me.
From the river to the sea.
Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Film this.
This is so fucking hilarious,
Please don't
dude.
hurt me. Don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me.
You're free to walk away.
Please.
You are
No.
free to
Please
walk
don't hit
away.
me. Don't hurt
We
me.
have an actor here.
Please.
To walk
Oh,
away.
God, no.
Get up and walk away right now.
Don't help me.
Take your hand.
Occupation is a crime.
Oh, God, no. No.
Israel out of Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. 15,000 children slaughtered.
Y'all see that foolishness? Now, I'm sorry. Please make it all make sense. On purpose that he failed acting class. I mean, the nerve of him. He was so dramatic. I find it all so interesting. Please pay attention. And so anyway, with that all being said, hold on. It's another video I want to show you guys. Then we're up out of here. Hold on, beloveds. Okay, here we go. Likes up. Everyone, please get the likes up. Now I want you all to pay attention to this because this little boy fell in a hole in the backyard. And the amazing thing to me is that I want you all to notice how nobody even attempted to help this poor kid. This is crazy. Not even the adults. Nobody attempted to help him. So you all see how nobody in the family bothered to help him? That's crazy. Reggie says, Queen, I loved your video about knowing you're rising into your higher self, informative and educational. Thank you. Well, thank you, beloved. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed it. All right. And so with that all being said, I want you all to see one more performance. Hold on. Let me pull this up and then we're out of here. Now you all tell me who's the best actress or actor. Was it Brad who was walking down the street pretending that he was being attacked? Or is it this woman right here? Please pay attention. I'm going to share my screen. Likes up, everyone, please. Like and share. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, beloveds. Thank you in advance. Now, which one of these is the better actor? You all saw that? You all saw that? Now that's scary. I just want you all to pay attention. Okay? You see, that stuff right right there. That's what cost Emmett Till his life. That's what started the Tulsa Race Massacre. In fact, that's what started many of the massacres, okay? Queen Sam said, you're right, you blinked that when it happened. Okay, that's all crazy. That is all crazy. Reggie says, these Karens and Kens are the last trick of the enemy. We ain't falling for it, okay? I mean, Denise said, weaponizing tears. Exactly. All right, so anyway, with that all being said, I love you all to life. I'm about to be out of here. Everyone, please hit that like button on your way out. All right, enjoy the rest of this evening. And I hope to see you all tomorrow morning for your morning wake-up call. Until then, beloveds, each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember to keep the Most High first in your lives.
Gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece. This time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got